Hello. It's tea time. It's fucking tea time. Let's go. I wake you up in the morning. What do? Scream. Boo. Is it real, Holo? That's what I say every morning to Ben. Oh, the tea is so needed on this kind of cold September 27th morning. What? I need a sweater. How about a blanket instead? Because it's right here. Why is it cold in my basement? I mean, that's a stupid question. It's always cold in the basement. That's what basements are for. They're for being cold. It'll heat up soon when the computer gets going. Maybe I should play a game. That's what makes the computer really hot. When you play games, the computer takes off. It's getting cold in the Netherlands? Wow. I always feel like, I don't know why my mind thinks it's always cold there. But like a nice, simple, calm cold, you know? Don't listen to me, my Canadian mind. Vampire pull-ups, yes. Maybe I should go do some, then I will get warm. It'll make my blood boil. Welcome on in, everyone. It's Cozy Chill and Chat Saturday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What time is it for you? It's 11:07 a.m. Call pizza pizza. Hey, hey, hey. I slept in today. Weird. Not that much, like 45 minutes. But yeah, I've got this is my first tea of the day. Simply seems tired, thanks. Honestly, my eyes are flaring, like my autoimmune, you know, beautiful natural eyeshadow. The redness is there. So that makes me look tired. I guess it's possible I also am tired, but it's the autoimmune girly flare. It's that time of the year. Well, that's all, every day of the year. It doesn't really matter, but yep, that's what that is. It is natural eyeshadow, right? Like, you can't sell me on your makeup because I don't need it. Well, I do, in a different way. But I can't wear it, so... Don't worry, I just took the drugs to suppress it. I'm drinking my Simply Maple breakfast in, my mug, which is back in stock on David's Tea. Your earrings are so sparkly. Thank you. These are really old earrings. I got them. They're from Brighton, which is like it's in the States and in a lot of airports in the States. But I got them like a million years ago. They probably don't make these ones anymore. Still got to get the tea. That's right. So today, I thought it would be cozy, calm, and collected of us to catch up on our swatch sticks because we like to stay organized. I have a bunch of them painted and maybe some that I'm missing that need to be painted. We're going to label the sticks. You know, with the shade names. So this is very fun. Saturday morning activities. Okay, this is what all the cool kids are doing. Is they are swatch sticking and labeling. And we can also take a look at the Holo Taco website. I don't know, maybe you noticed something new on it. We could do that first. Maybe there's something to see on the website. I don't know. Maybe it looks different. Does it look different to you? Who's that? Who the fuck is that? It looks different, right? A little bit. What's this? Whoa, there's pictures there. Oh my god. Whoa, there's colors. Shot by color. Wow, shot by category. Wow. Look at the bundles. Wow, look. Who's that weirdo? What do we think? It's just like a cute little, you know, facelift. Look at this. It's like different formatting. Little pic of me. And, yeah, a little refresh. What do we think? You love that the shop has colors? By colors, has colors, yes. Updated website looks great. She looks clean. Thank you. Let's go to new and now. Wow, what's trending? Bundle and save. Last chance. Nail essential. What is last chance? Oh yeah, it's a retiring thing / limited edition / seasonal. It's a catch-all for that. But do you want to see something really cool? Okay, ready? Okay, you know how like you see the nail polish, our hero images, we call them hero images, like are stunning and on theme, depending on the theme for most of them, most of the recent stuff anyways. But look, what if you want to see the hand? Ah! Fucking sick. Look at this. Nail polish mode. Hand mode. Now, there's still a couple things we gotta tweak. Like, I can already see that should probably not be one picture of one shade. But what it's doing is it's pulling from like the second picture in the carousel. So we actually have to go in and manually adjust it. But isn't that amazing? Like, that's so fun. So if you're just like, I just want to see the nail polish on Christine, because that's just how it's set up now. You can do that. Hovering will also always get you a little bit of movement. But you can flip between the two pictures. So you can see like the theme, like back off, let me just see the bottle, let me see the set, or let me see the hands. Like, that's pretty cool. Thank you. It's so innovative. Huge shout out to my team. Like, this is such a fun feature. Do you remember when we had that feature when it was like black and white mode? We did that for Gala, right? So that was kind of the inspo, like way back when we had like a click toggle on toggle off like mode thing just for like limited feature. And then we're like, you know what, like we could do this all the time. That's so cool. I think it'll come in handy when people are doing like here, like give me purple violets, but let me just see like the bottle assortment, but like now I kind of want to see it on a hand so I can get a better idea of the formula, because you can't tell formula in the bottle for the most part, right? Like, I don't know that Miss Shift is shifty or that like that's a topper really. Like, you can't see it as easily. But if you do this, you're like, oh, I kind of get it a bit more. Obviously clicking in and like seeing more will get you the most in-depth about an individual, but now at a glance you can do this and see all the tones of purples on the hand, and the formula is more obvious. And yeah, we still gotta like update, you know, there's some things that could be added into purple or taken out of purple or whatever, but I think this is so fun. Thank you for the formula categories. Thank you. So yeah, we also have formula categories, and there's more of them. Okay, so there's shop by finish, holographic, which is a huge category because a lot of things have holo in them. Like, even if it's subtle, like Emerald City has subtle holo in it, but Happily Ever Aqua is like a linear holo. But if you're like more of a, you know, a nail polish aficionado and you want to take a deeper dive, if you click on, let's see if it works. Do we fix it? Yeah. If you click on the shop by finish header on desktop, I think we're working on it on mobile, because mobile, these things work slightly differently. You get this, which is like a landing page for different types of formulas. And that's how you can get to linear holo, which, let's just be fair, like it's kind of overwhelming to list 8 million finishes in the drop down. Like I think it's ugly when websites have like 87 things in there. So we have a limit that is easy for the eye and easy on mobile. But if you're like, no, I want more detail, you can click on Shop by Finish, and this page, we could build more, and that would be your gateway to get into more specifics. So this is what we started with, because we know that some people are like, no, I just want to see linear holo. I hear you. So that's how you can get to linear holo, is through that landing page. So now these are all of our linears. Right? Yes. Now this gives us some like flexibility. Like if there was another specific type of formula that people were like, oh, give me that specifically, then we could add it here and not necessarily, you know, in this where it's just like kind of overwhelming. So open to ideas. Like what else you'd put here? Like we put crushed holo here because like that's a good category for us that some people recognize, but we didn't put crushed holo here just because like there's just too many, you know, and holographic and glitter is something that, you know, people more on average would look for by word. Thermal. So we would, if that was something that, you know, we carried often. Actually, chrome is at the beginning. We should not do that. We should switch that around. I don't know why chrome's at the beginning. Oh, guess because it's in alphabetical order. Yeah, it doesn't need to be in alphabetical order. I feel like there's not too many. We can move it around. So reflective, shimmer, and there's overlap. Like iridescent and shimmer often has overlap because there's iridescent shimmer, but that's fine, you know. Magnetic, distinct, metallic, distinct. So metallic would get you a few things, right? Like you'll get the metallic foil flake toppers, but then also like chrome is metallic. You know, frosted metals I'd call metallic. Magnetics are, in some people's minds, they're metallic looking because of like the stripe effect. I don't know why Midnight Owl's in here, to be honest. I feel like we should take that out. And same with Curvy Crasher and Starry Eyed. Bottle Service is metallic. I would call it metallic. Crystal Skies is not metallic. Okay. You know what it is I think sometimes you want to just overdo it and put things in more categories rather than underdo it, because you never know. Like someone's just browsing and they'll be like, oh, I actually like this, even though it doesn't really fit. Stop Bugging for sure would be metallic. Silent Library. I would put the multi-chromes in here too. Birthday Bride. Yes, yes. But see how it's hard? Like, it's not easy to decide where things go under color or under types of finish. Because like some of them are subjective and debatable. Like, is it metallic enough to want to, that you might want to see it when you click on metallic? Is it purple enough, or is it too pink leaning to be in purple? It says jelly in the menu at the top, not Crelly. Are they different? Technically they are. I think for us, jelly, we mean the base that it's sitting in. But we threw the Crellys in here too, because like they're closer to that. A lot of things are sitting in a jelly base. Like all of our glitters are in a jelly base. Like that's a black jelly base, you know? So I hear you. Like it's not really straight up jelly, but it's the base is that. And that's how we've been using that. That category has been there for a while. But yeah, we definitely need to do like cleaning and, you know, more reviews and an audit of the categories. But I think this was a great feature just to like let's just get it out. Look at this. Add a Holo Taco. It's pretty. Just add a Holo Taco. Toppers. That one's easy. Although I do think there was a couple missing from this page. I already flagged it the other day. Yeah, we're missing some of the unicorn skins. Wow. Yeah, the blanket I'm wearing is the Simply merch blanket. It's the same as my mouse pad. It's from the Simplynailogical shop. It's easy to navigate. Okay, that's really what we wanted. Like, I totally get categories. We could forever debate on what goes under where, but the goal was like to give people an easy access by color, by finish, category. Like, we can expand this, so this is really exciting. There's also like a nail care section. Nail care, like I just clicked on the main header, but this will get you everything related to, you know, like that's not nail polish. There's now a nail essentials, and if you go to nail care and more, I can't even remember where it is, but there's nail education. Oh, that link is broken. Okay. There's a few things that we do need to fix. Is it top and base coat? Okay, no, here. I think it's supposed to go to this one. So we have this like base coat landing page that asks you what base coat is best for you. And it's like, I want to protect my natural nails. And then long lasting base helps you do this. I like to change my manicure often. How about peely base? My nails are ridged or uneven. Try smoothing base. And then a couple quick visuals just so you can, like, without reading, just kind of see. Like, quick dry is hard to really show you what that means, but, you know, hopefully the name is good. Every perfect mani starts with a base. Some of this does need updating with sticky base because we'd actually been working on this page for several months, like well before sticky base. Well, honestly longer than that, but the page is just like designed to be a little more informational, and then like, let's explain Glassy Taco, huge. Like, you definitely need this, and then some ideas to like get started, and then all of these video assets that you can just hover over and play to like watch something in particular. So this is still a build in progress, but I'm so excited that we've kicked it off. Part of like website redesign, this is still like a significant design because it still requires a lot of coding and efforts, is like working out the bugs through use, you know what I mean? So as long as the site doesn't break or like totally like be a bad experience, obviously like it was fully QA'd to make sure that's not the case, but there's a couple little things that we can update over time. Prioritizing obviously, but we still have our phone backgrounds, so everything that used to be out in the bottom is usually under here. Nail care and more just for fun, so digital wallpapers, retirement rack, that's all here, but now it's under just for fun. Find us at Ulta is like the store locator, brand story, oops, our brand story, hello there, it's me, there you go, and the rewards page per usual. So you should be able to find everything. It's just we've got a couple new things, new and now. Yay! I'll put it back to the bottle mode. Okay, sorry, that was my just my exciting class presentation. Let me read through the chats y'all are putting. Welcome on in to anyone joining late. We're just doing a little slight website tour. Simply, do you have in-house web developers or do you hire an outside company? There's a mix of everything, a little mix of everything in that. Having just returned to the workforce, my boss told me the camping collection is okay for work. Yay! Just the camping collection specifically? It's okay for work. Where do you work? In parks, recreations? Do you go to Brighton often? I'm heading there for Xmas. My sis lives there. Brighton? The place? No. I don't think I've ever been to Brighton, the place. There's a jewelry store called Brighton. That's what I meant when I said I got my earrings from Brighton. No, there's like a jewelry store called Brighton in like airports in America. It's also not in airports, but that's just what I associate it with. Not actual Brighton, the location. The s'mores nail oil got sold out. Yes, we did give everyone a warning. Was that last week or a couple weeks ago in Holo Taco's emails that it would be last chance for the limited edition s'mores nail oil. She is now gone. Happy Saturday, everyone. Author with nails. I've been unable to come to Saturday streams for weeks. Really missed the Menchie Gang and simply love the website changes. Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome on in. Jessica, prepare the team for the amount of tags that Holo Taco is about to get. Oh no. On all of BB No Money's social media posts. I have not yet begun to beg for a collab. Uh-oh. I'll warn them. Midnight Manny, simply, when should we be ready to have our trick-or-treat bags ready? Plenty of time before Halloween. Very soon. Like, you're getting an email. Your email inbox will be haunted. Next. Manny asks, thanks for the Choco Truffle Protein Powder. Delicious. Isn't it so good? Did you use code Jeff? Wearing Wanderlust and feeling sparks. Can we have more burgundies, please? Yes. Well, sort of. Simply, do you have your tea? Yes. Why was that so loud? What happened? Oh, there. Oh, someone purchased sweatpants. I was like, what is that? I do have my tea, Simply Maple Breakfast, in the Holo Taco David's Tea mug because David's Tea was able to bring back some on their website. To be clear, it's not on holotaco.com, but on David's Tea website, they restocked some of our mugs. So now I can drink out of it again and not have to just drink out of it in private. So yeah, that's back until they sell out. Mac Attack, we really need an orange crush holo in honor of Zyler's fur. I mean, hello? Hello? What's this? I mean, it's not crush holo, but it's literally Zyler's color. Menchie's fur is already covered. Thank you. You mean with Nightlife, the gray? We prototyped an orange, like a rusted orange, that Holo Swatchers and Holo Royalty would have already seen in the exclusive content for Holo Renaissance. But it was, like, not good. Like, we wanted it to be good. We were like, yes, rich copper. But, like, it just looked like dirty orange. And we had a full-ass focus group that also tried on different like versions of it, and like there was no consensus. No one was like, yeah, I love this on me. No. So you know what, if it's just not working, it's not working. You are the one that should know different formulas are a thing. Oh yes, of course, but that was my defense of why I just didn't think it was working, at least in the Holo Renaissance palette. I don't know what to do. Like, crushed holo is just a different pigment than a glitter. That's also what it is. It tends to bend more grayish silver, and it works better in colors that have or pigments that allow for a certain clarity, like that deep magenta shade is like super it's dark, but it has a clarity to it that really works with the silver-based crush holo. For whatever reason, in pigment land, some of the amber oranges that we were trying anyways were like just red muddy with it. I don't know. It's hard to explain, and every pigment just behaves differently. Sometimes there's just batch differences, and you don't really know until you prototype, and then you're like, meh. Listening to the stream while working. I'm working late because I'm a singer. Okay. Much love to you and the kitties from Paris. Oh, wow. Comment ça va au Paris? Is Halloween a B-Day substitute? Missed you simply. It's been a while since I've been here. Welcome back, Macy. Is Halloween a B-Day substitute? There is one shade that will pay its respects to me and my birthday, and end my birthday polishes forever. Thank you. Gifted memberships. Oh, thank you, Robin, for the Menchie Gang. 10 Menchie Gangs. Menchie Gang, Menchie Gang, Menchie Gang, Menchie Gang. Your extra stream is tomorrow, Sunday, end of the month, bonus stream. And, oh, I could mention here the charity we picked. Sorry, this stream is just like little updates. Let me just get it for you. So, hold on. I don't have my screenshot for proof, but we did donate $3,000 for the month of September to the Canadian Cancer Society, specifically for the Run for the Cure event, which is an annual thing, right? But this is the first year I'm actually going to participate in it. Like, that's going to be me. I'm going to join in. It's a walk and or a run. I will be walking. I cannot run. But it's kind of fun. So I decided to choose a friend, this group, a team to support in this. But the event is next Sunday in Ottawa. But I think it's like across the country too, right? Like they do runs everywhere. Because this is like all of Canada, I think. Canada's largest single day volunteer-led event in support of the breast cancer cause. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure they do them like almost everywhere. But I'm gonna go to the one in Ottawa. Is there one in Toronto? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you can see about the run. Let's see. I mean, like, I've definitely heard of this, like, growing up. Like, I remember hearing, like, oh, okay, that's not the right page. Find your run. Wait, I don't want to accidentally. It's like opening a map. So I'll tell you. Or here. Okay, yeah. So, like, look, start by finding an event near you. Here, I'll just copy this. If anyone in Canada. I don't know if America has an equivalent, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. But maybe it's called something different. But, like, they have every province listed, and they have so many areas in Ontario. They must have Toronto. There's Woodbridge, Vaughan, that's GTA. There's Toronto. I'd be Ottawa. Yeah. So there's Kingston, Guelph, Burlington. Yeah, Brampton. A ton of, like, GTA, it looks like. So that's fun. I'm sure there's many ways to volunteer or just join in and run. You do have to register, and you pay I think it's a $45 single participant registration fee, and then you can choose to, like, raise money, and people can pay through your page as you raise money for the event. But yeah, Simplynailogical donated $3,000 towards this, in large part thanks to the Menchie Gang for all your support. So that was my loop around to say thank you for the gifted memberships. We do choose a different charity every month. I try to pick things that are local or Canadian just because I live here, and giving back to Canada is something that I've always done. Not to the country, I mean, like, the people and the causes. But I chose this one for this month because of the run. So yeah, fuck cancer, yay! All right, what did I miss? Any Mac attacks? No. Okay, we're good. What pink polishes will you be wearing? Good point. I got it. Well, here's the problem. You just caught me. I'm probably gonna be wearing something else. Like, I don't know how to say this. I might be wearing our Halloween collection. I don't know why, so I'm just gonna have spooky nails on the run, but it's fine. Yeah, I hear your point. Like, it would have been really smart to do that. I don't know if I'll have time or a chance. And there is no pinks in the Halloween collection because we're going full spooky, so. How do we see a link to all polishes? Here. So nail polish, shop all is what I do. But there should be a few ways just to get to everything. Like you could go to what's new, shop all. That would do the same thing. Yeah, but we do need to build in like more ways to get to the same main thing because a lot of people want that. Just do a red or purple close enough. Throw on birthday brat. Maybe I could like paint over it, but you know what I mean. Is the Halloween collection limited edition? There is a limited edition factor about the collection. So that means two things, but I'll let you see it. It's gonna unravel shortly, but yes, there is a limited edition factor. And I'm assuming if you're interested in Give Me Everything, then you want to be there on launch day. Yeah. Do you ship to Mexico now? Unfortunately, we do not, and that is because of your government's regulations against the classification of nail polish as a specific type of good. The resellers are expensive. Well, I do not recommend resellers in part for that reason. Yeah. When will it drop? Holo Taco will tell you this week. Pumpkin spice nail oil. That's crazy. I kind of wonder, should we do that? Like I'm not doing that this year, to be clear. We did s'mores nail oil. That was our cozy fall nail oil. But like, would we want that? Like, could we do that? I could sample it. I'm sampling some other scents right now, just like to decide, you know, if anything should fit in with something else. Yes, no. Okay, let's do a poll. Like, okay, I'll just be, whoa, wait, what was that? Members only live stream? Schedule your, like right now? Switch it to members only right now? Why would I want to do that, YouTube? This is so weird. Right now? What do you mean? What would happen to everyone else? They would just vanish? Okay, sorry, where were we? Pumpkin spice. Okay. Would you want to buy it? Not would you want me to come out with it? Would you actually buy pumpkin spice nail oil? Like, just be honest. It's a polarizing thing. It'd almost be better as an April Fool's joke, but that doesn't make sense in April. That's not pumpkin spice season. Am I a PSL girly? I don't think so. Like, I've never liked coffee until I realized I actually like espresso martinis, but I still don't like coffee. I don't know how that works either. But I remember growing up, everyone would get PSLs like in university. It'd be like, oh my God, it's PSL season. And so we'd all go to Starbucks or whatever the local coffee place was on campus. And I would always order the vanilla creme version of it, which is, thinking back, just nasty. But it's like hot milk with the pumpkin syrup or concentrate and like sugar. It's basically like a milky sugar pumpkin drink because I didn't drink coffee. So it was even like worse and nastier and oilier and more sugary than the coffee version because there's no coffee to like water that down, right? I remember when I would like put the lid on, you could see the literal like globules of oil because the part of the oil in the syrup or something would separate from the milk base. And it was just so much like vanilla milk or whatever. So I used to order those to try and fit in, is what I'm saying, when I was a student and everyone was ordering PSLs. And I'd be like, can I get the PSL, but no, the not coffee version? And they'd be like, okay, I could make it like the vanilla creme or whatever. Yeah. And it was never good. I would like try and convince myself it's good. However, having grown older, I do like the smell of like PSL. Like I definitely love the smell of like a good pumpkin bread, or even like Ben's like pumpkin. If he decided, like, he doesn't really like flavored coffee, but occasionally he'll be like, okay, I'll try the pumpkin bullshit. But it smells like it tastes really good, and I do really like pumpkin spices. And we're gonna make that in pancakes in October. Yeah. So I bought like a package that's like called pumpkin spice mix, which you could also easily make yourself. It's just like warm spices like cinnamon, nutmeg, clove. There's another one I'm forgetting, but like you could basically replicate it. And then some kind of pumpkin puree if it's something liquid, or you know, you could put that liquidy substance in. Like pancakes I could throw in pumpkin puree, and even some drinks you could put in pumpkin puree, but then you might get that weird like oily thing. Ginger. I like ginger now. I used to hate ginger. Like I remember ordering sushi and I would like I wouldn't want the ginger part of it. And now I love ginger. I literally have ginger tea, like fresh ginger. I'll like grate it because someone told me it reduced inflammation. And I was like, my middle name is inflammation. Can I eat an entire stick of ginger? Yeah, I've definitely changed my palate as I've gotten old ladier. So all that to say, I think I like the vibe of pumpkin spice. I'm on board, but I'm just not a coffee drinker, so I don't really get the chance to enjoy it as much. I do have a couple like pumpkin chai teas. Like there are some David's teas that are, there's literally a pumpkin chai. There's a s'mores chai. That one's better. So I wouldn't say I like will always go make myself pumpkin tea. Like whatever. I just make Simply Maple breakfast or peppermint. But if there's like if I'm at a cool tea store and they have a specialty pumpkin tea and I'm like, oh my God, I would try that because it sounds like you thought it out and it's gonna taste good. You know what I mean? It is autoimmune autumn. You eat pickled ginger on its own. Where do I get pickled ginger? I love pickled things. Okay. All right. Would you want to buy pumpkin spice nail oil if Holo Taco released it? 59% said no. Okay, well, there's my answer. Like, I appreciate the honesty because I don't want to put, too many resources, time, effort, get the hopes up of like our team and supply chain if it's not something people are going to want. So, okay. All right. Never mind. I won't bring it up at the next meeting. This is a good information. Yeah. I mean, I think it would be funny. I think it would be funny in the way that like cracked taco shell was like, oh, that's a throwback. It's polarizing. Some people like want it actually, unironically. And then some people just want to scream into the void on social media about how terrible it is. And that's what would happen with pumpkin spice nail oil. Actually, maybe we do it just for like the marketing, But forecast low, because most of you wouldn't buy it. We don't want any waste. Yeah. All good brainstorming. I love our brainstorming sessions. Christmas spice nail oil, cinnamon, cloves, ginger. I feel like that would be the same response as pumpkin spice. Not everyone wants their nails to smell like spices. S'mores or vanilla or chocolate maybe, or minty, that's different. I feel like those are more like, yeah, I would do that. Clove is like super heavy. I know, like it's a lot. It sucks because a lot of scented things are super drying on the skin. Yeah, I guess everyone's skin. Sorry, I was looking around for my fragrance-free hand cream. It's on my other desk. Everyone's skin is different. But some people just can't do scents at all. Peppermint stick would be so good. It would be good. Be good for your whole hand. Now my hands are dry because you just said that. Marshmallow? Well, that was kind of s'mores. Like there was already some marshmallow undertone in the store, in the s'mores. Maple syrup scented? Why don't we see that often? I mean, there's maple syrup scented candles for sure. Yeah. Orange? We should do orange and release it in like purple packaging. No one would understand. Hot cocoa for Christmas? That is a good idea. Maybe next year. Actually, it doesn't really fit with our theme next year. Yeah, we're already thinking about holidays for next year for what we should release. Yeah, how crazy is that? Yeah. I do like the idea of if we do a scented nail oil, it fits with something else we release it. That's why I love the s'mores camping. That was fun. And the vanilla birthday cake with birthstones. So those are our only two so far. We don't have another one locked in, but I do have samples of a few. But I'm just like, I'm not gonna release it if it doesn't like fit so perfectly in the theme with something, you know? Garlic scented? Should have done that for vampire polish. What is the collection in question? What collection? Next holiday? Oh, let me tell you everything. No. Next holiday? Fuck, why am I talking? Why am I streaming? Okay, I'm gonna turn on your brother. Here, I'll tell you one thing. Next holiday. Sign your NDAs right now. If I don't see any A, then I am hitting end stream immediately. I'm also opening your brother. Yep, NDAs are being signed. Thank you. Thank you, Menchie Gang. Oh, the latest version of your brother is available, so I'm gonna download him. Okay, next holiday will not be, I think, I don't know. There's actually time for us to make, for us to change our mind, so don't hold me to it. But next holiday isn't gonna be related to like the holidays, I think. And if it is, it'll be like subtle, like not really. Because this year is very holiday-y. Why is this not working? Uh-oh. It just asked me to shut down my streaming software in order to install this. I think we're gonna have to restart your computer. No. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can just open the old version. I agree. Uh-oh. Okay, it's working. Phew. Praise be. It didn't make me restart. So we aren't getting any holiday nail oil scents this year. No nail oil scents this year. And none actually slotted in for next year. I'm just still playing with scent options and thinking on things. Huh? I didn't understand. Not holiday, but to holiday of a collection. Next 2026 holiday, our heads are currently thinking let's not do a very holiday-esque theme. Because this year, in November, it is a super heavy, very much holiday, couldn't be sold at any other time of the year type of theme. You know what I mean? And I have kind of like gone back and forth because I don't want every holiday collection to be like, it's Christmas time, you know? Like we did like Christmas glitters once, which was like very heavy in that direction. But then we've also released collections that weren't that at all on purpose because I want to give variety. You know, you don't want everything to just come from that color story angle. You want to be able to introduce new things. You want to have do same formula collections, like Underglow was like more ethereal, sophisticated, light holiday vibes. Or you want After Party, which is like kind of moody, muted, understated, sparkly, a little more New Year's, but not really Christmas at all. But this year it's going to be very holiday-y. Not necessarily Christmas, but very, can only be sold at this time of year. That's why it'll be a limited edition, because we can't sell it any other time. It's gotta go. No, it's no BB, no money, unfortunately, Jessica. Whenever I see the OG holiday glitters, I always get so nostalgic. Yeah, those were some good ones. Love those ones. Maybe one of them will come back, if you ask Santa nicely. After Party was so good. It was so good. After Party was one of the, well, no, there was like I Need Space, but it was among the first collections to like really deviate from something you expect me to do, I think. Because it was like muted. It was like muted tones, which is like not something that I had, kicked off with at Holo Taco. But people were like, oh my God, yes, give me a muted midnight or a muted teal with stars or Curfew Crasher, right? Some people really like that palette, and that's was also my thinking of like, okay, we got to explore very different palettes. And it's not just me in the kitchen brainstorming color stories, mood boards, and figuring out new vibes. So love doing different things. I would love an HT advent calendar. Me too. Fire Girl to H2O. The entire After Party collection is fantastic. Thank you. I was wearing Curfew Crasher last week, right? Curfew Crasher and Nature Calls are stunning together. All right, I'm just gonna change my battery for the macro cam. It's warm enough in here now. I don't need my my blankie anymore. Don't be jelly. Advent calendar, I would love that, but not the price. If you get enough stuff in it, though, and if it feels worth it, which we've had this discussion for like 4 years. For 4 years, well, not 4 years straight, but at many points in the last several years, I have canvassed chat on their thoughts. Yeah. And I do think there is a reasonable reality. Reasonable but realistic that could be achieved. While understanding not everyone's going to purchase if one decides something is outside of the budget, just like the Birthstone collection was outside of some people's budget if you wanted all 12. But like, that's fine. Totally fair. Occasionally, sometimes we still want to do crazy things. Like that Birthstone collection, like the idea was too good to not do. Regardless of, yes, buying 12 polishes together is going to be more expensive. Things like Advent calendar. The idea could be really, really good. But yes, obviously would be more expensive than our average collection. But maybe there's... Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Let's find my swatch. That's not okay. Halloween? Hello? Halloween is next. Did I spook you? Okay, here. These are my swatch sticks. Look at the labeling. Oh my god, she needs to get back to work. Hold on. Menchie's hair is on here. Uh-oh, another attack. Hello, Christine. Hello. So will this year's advent count what? Be 12 days or 24? Well, I mean, I do think it'd be insane to figure out what 24 items should be sold and how much it would cost for 24 items. That sounds like a lot. So maybe that one's not realistic. Stores are skipping Halloween and putting up Christmas decorations. No, silly munchkins. They need to not do that. That's illegal. I'm so ready for Halloween. I started putting up like black flowers in my house and Ben was like, no. And I was like, well, I need to make sure that it's gonna work because then I need to go back to Michael's and buy different flowers so that for October I am ready. All right, so let's go in order. I have the Bon Voyage collection. I don't know why I'm showing you the stickers, but that's what I have in front of me. This guy from our anniversary. So let's do that first. Let me grab those swatch sticks. Oh, perfect. So I already painted 2 of the magnetic tacos. So in case you're new to what these sticks are, these are just sticks that I get on Amazon. Similar idea to the plastic wheels, but these sticks are interchangeable and you put them on a metal loop so I can take them on, take them off. And I like to do this to catalog my collections so that way I can quickly whip them out. And also when I have them like this with sticks, I can take them off and like compare them right beside maybe a prototype that we're, you know, thinking of releasing to compare color and formula as we prepare for future collections. I'm missing Precious Cargo. There's Precious Cargo. So these are all the same. And Wanderlust. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are all magnetic taco. I made a double there. Okay, so those are the 6 from Bon Voyage. I put my Halloween decorations beginning of September. Here, let's do a poll. Like fall decorations, obviously allowed. Like people can do them now. And maybe there is a blend. Like when I put up Halloween decorations, I've never really done this. This is the first year I'm like kind of doing it because I feel like I can because I don't know. I guess our house wasn't really finished or there was just like shit everywhere. And I used to live in like just a mess in my kitchen all the time for the last 10 years of my life. So I just never decorated anything, maybe like one peely tree. But I kind of want to do it now. So I've been buying like black garlands and black candles. But my idea of doing Halloween decorating is more like gothic black instead of like spooky spiders and orange pumpkins, you know? It's more like adult gothic low-key Halloween than like more kids spoopy Halloween. Because that way I think it can be more versatile and transcend this season, and you could have that up in September because it's fine, you know? It's just more like black and gothic. So that's what I like. And I could post more of it on Snapchat. I don't know. I have shown some of it in my baking streams, like the bat bowl that I got for candy, but I'm like, it's actually kind of sick. So when do you up Halloween. Let's just keep it at Halloween. Now, there's going to be some people who vote never because they also don't live in a location that celebrates Halloween. Yes, there are people who don't do that. Remind us where that is. If you want to comment in the chat, we don't do Halloween. I'm from, and enter that here because we have had that conversation. So I'm going to do all year, September, October 1st and beyond, or never. So I've already started and it's September. It's like Sophia vibes, exactly, Carol. It's like that. Like Sophia vibes is what I could go for. You know what's really funny? So for the Sophia Holo Taco photo shoot, maybe I should bring it up so I can literally point to it. Sophia Holo Taco. Sorry, we will label, I swear, but this is just fun. Okay, you remember this? So, in some of the pictures, maybe we're not going to get there from this, but Google Images. Oh, here. Is it? Hold on. I don't know if it's gonna make me fucking sign in or some bullshit. Oh, here. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. You remember we did the photo shoot with Sophia? Okay. So we had our collection set box. And see this stuff on the shelf? See the skull? The globe? That little like black orby thingy? The skull with that? Those candles? This black thing, the black rose, and that time thing. Those are my Halloween decorations now. So we shot this in Ottawa. Like she had come to Ottawa for this photo shoot. And I got all those props that I thought would work. And I just kept them in like my basement because I'm like, these are kind of nice. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll use them again. But now they're all over my house now. Like this skull, there's nothing in it because I still have to figure out what to put in it. Maybe I should just throw her nail files back. But these black LED candles, they're kind of like silvery black. I have those out. I have the black rose out and this like kind of dark sand time thingy. Yeah, so I kept them for the last couple years. Never throw anything out. You never know. So that's my style. You are so right, Chatter, who said it's like Sophia style. All right, let's close this. When does chat put up their Halloween decorations? 13% have them all year. Okay, I love that. 20% start in September. Me too. 37%, the majority, say October 1st only and on. Fair. And 30% never put up Halloween decorations. I'm gonna guess like probably 10 of that is they just don't celebrate Halloween, maybe, if I'm just like ballparking. But here, let's read. We don't celebrate Halloween back in Turkey. We don't really do Halloween in Australia. Haha, some people decorate, but I live in an apartment, so no point. It's quite new in Croatia. There's a religious holiday the day before, right? So yes, there is a few places in the world that they don't really pay attention to it. Halloween is quite new in Iceland. I like how it's like, it's new. It's a new thing. Hot new holiday trend just dropped in Iceland. The reason why I also think I like Halloween is because at least where I am from and how it was presented and marketed to me as a child, I'm not saying other things don't exist in its roots. I'm just saying my experience with it is like literally everyone can join. Like literally everyone, come on, let's go trick or treat, let's dress up. Like there was no reason anyone felt like excluded as a kid. So it was just fun. Like it had nothing to do with, you know, your individual religion or beliefs. Like you don't have to believe in anything except yummy candy. Like that's literally it. So it was very open to anyone, you know, and just like a fun activity, basically. It was just a fun costume activity. It's just as simple as that in the world in which I grew up in. I know it comes from like other origins or whatever, but yeah, it's like a scavenger hunt sort of, but like go to people's houses, get their chocolate, dress up spooky, and then even when you grow up and you like go to bars or out with your friends or something, or people would have Halloween parties, and it was just like a fun excuse to like everyone comes up with there's like couples costumes ideas or group costumes, or people would dress up as the Spice Girls. Like it was just fun, and decorating for it was fun. So Holo Taco has never really done a Halloween collection yet, right? Which kind of bums me out because I love Halloween. I don't know how we haven't done one yet. Like, how did this happen? You know how it happened? Because my birthday always got in the way. Like, let's just be honest. My birthday is October 17th, and it just became the birthday month. Like, whatever we released in October would be related to my birthday somehow. So we never really did a Halloween collection because that would be too many collections in 1 month. But this year, in year 6, year 6, our 6th Halloween, we're finally gonna do a Halloween collection, so that's very exciting. Simply's treat bag and rest in pieces. So that, good memory there. Celosia. We did do, when me and my sister had our shades, I had Double Dare and she had Favorite Sister. And then we also released it alongside Glow in the Dark Taco and Resting Witch Face and Oh My Gourd, the orange and the purple creme. And with that black bag, the black on the go bag, we kind of called it like trick or treat bundle. But like, let's be honest, it was really about me and my sister's polish and a couple cremes and throw it together for a treat bag. It wasn't like Halloween collection with like spooky themes and all that stuff, because that wasn't the starting point for the premise of it. So anyways, I'm just excited to actually like lead with Halloween as the theme and concept. And my birthday there will be something that's like, this is, I guess, my birthday shade. But it didn't start with, we need to make a shade for Simply's birthday. No, it started with, we are doing a Halloween collection, but this one we'll give to Simply, and it'll be like her last birthday polish. Is Glow in the Dark Taco coming back? Yes, it is. That is a seasonal, and it is coming back. So that'll be fun to wear over not milky white. That's how I think it like glows the best. And you could do that on Halloween, or if you go to any parties, or just spook yourself in the night. Last birthday polish? Yeah, I think we need to murder my birthday shade. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, it's okay because it's me saying this, but for the past 6 years, we've been not really able to do a like hard mode level 10 Halloween collection because my birthday was like always in the way. So it was like, what am I doing? So I think we just need to stop forcing a Simplynailogical birthday into things, to be honest. And you can agree with me because I've come to that conclusion. So don't feel bad. Like, I just think we are limiting ourselves creatively if we like always have to work around that. So I'm okay with like, I don't need a birthday shade every year. I feel like I got a lot of good ones. We celebrated all of them. And this way it'll allow us to really go hard on whatever the next theme we want to do for the general October period. Yeah. But why? For the reasons I just explained, because it is creatively limiting to have to always make sure there's a Simply shade, or what's the theme if like there's supposed to be a birthday in here, you know? Like birthstones made a lot of sense, but we're not doing that more than once. All right. Magnetic taco, I actually have to print 3 times. Yeah, it's gonna be my last birthday. Have some fun before you die. I should put that in the copy doc. Could always do another birthday later down the line. Yeah, I guess I'm not saying like we'll never do it again. Who knows? If it works with the creative concept, but I just don't like that it's limiting us. So we don't want that. We want to be able to grow in terms of like theme options. And I honestly, like, I don't need, just like I don't need birthday presents, Ben. I don't know if he's listening. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm sticking this on the right direction. Yeah, we did them all this way. Just like I don't need birthday presents, I don't need a birthday nail polish every year. Like, it's okay. I'll be okay, you know. I get new nail polish. Every shade is like my birthday shade. So, all right, we are labeling. Here's how the labels come out of my little label maker. If you're wondering about this stuff and the software I'm using, it's your brother. There should be a link in this description box for the label maker that I'm using, and then it just like tells you what to download, the software that's you can just get on the internet, and then also the swatch sticks. So this kind of comes off like this. I also choose to use the clear tape because I just think it looks better, and we went through a lot of experimenting to decide like, should it be black, should it be white? But also was slightly limited in the size of the label because this size fits so perfectly on the swatch stick. It's 9 millimeters. That's the size. And I chose black over clear just because I thought it was, honestly, like white also could have worked, but then this way I just kind of hold it over my hand and you can see. Yes, we do call it your brother. All your polishes are your polishes, so it's okay to not have a specific one. Yeah. No limiting, just a nice caveat to go back to. Yeah, exactly. I think like we could, but I just think for now she needs to die. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday, 36-year-old cat lady. Just like the rest of chat statistically. Happy birthday, just human nature. Happy to be here with the gang wearing Existential Crisis. Can't wait for the new collection. Yay. Can we get a polish for Ben's birthday instead? So we did that. Remember frozen bananas? And he didn't even like it. Yeah, I don't think Ben really wants or cares about a birthday shade. That lore is a bit overplayed, don't you think? And we also never got a matte birthday polish, and you probably never will. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do more like, you know, family member or whatever collabs. I think we're moving forward with just more unique aesthetics, creatives like cottagecore, after party, dark academia, Holo Renaissance, like that. It was fun. Yeah, I agree. While it lasted, Mythical Beauty. Like, I liked doing the sister polish or the Ben's frozen bananas or my cat's polishes. Like, it was fun. I just, like, I don't think you can do that more than once. And then I kind of ran out of people and cats. So we've moved forward. Question for the group. It's my year high school reunion today. What nail polish do I wear? Existential crisis to represent how, you know, maybe you feel about how much time has passed. How has it been 20 fucking years? What? Also, chat saying the solution is to get more cats. I would love I don't want too many cats because like I also feel like it's unfair to them if I'm not paying attention. I mean, I would pay attention to them, but I don't know. I think it's easier to pay more attention to less cats. I know cats are easier than kids. But Zyler is kind of like, you know, sick right now, and I just do not think it's a good idea to introduce another cat right now. He's, you know, it would be a lot for him. He's a stubborn old man, and that's okay. Precious cargo. That's what he is. He is precious cargo. And we got 3 magnetic tacos. What was your breakfast for today? It was my delicious chocolate eggs made in the microwave, which you can check on Snapchat. Praise be, blessed be the eggs, for he has risen in my microwave. My eggs raptured, actually. They got scrambled and they raptured. I can't remember if it was the short or the TikTok. I think it was the short. I posted a short of my egg bake breakfast that we did on stream a couple weeks ago, and people don't like it. Which I expected. But you know what's funny? Like, okay, we all know what rage bait is, right? We've seen it, we've clicked on it, we've hated it. Maybe some of us have even commented on it. But usually rage bait in like food world, I'll give you one example. There's this girl I saw who said like, making the most exciting Halloween treat for my kids, and she takes what looks like a giant barbecue grill. It's like the size of my desk, and she just throws on like pounds and pounds of candy corn and pounds of chocolate and pounds of like, I don't know, other candies, just like laying them all on stripes, and then like the grill or the heat is on, and then she takes like a huge like spatula and blends it all together, and it's obviously like kind of disgusting. Like, is this gonna come off of your like fancy stainless steel grill? B, why is there so much of this? C, who is eating this? And D, what are you making? Yeah, so that is like obvious rage bait. Like, they make that content specifically so people get fucking like mad, and they're probably not unironically consuming it all. Okay, yeah, oh, you've seen it, you know the one. Okay, so for me, my putting eggs in the microwave and eating it was not rage bait, because I actually just proceeded to eat it for breakfast. Like, that's just no. But the way people reacted to my egg in the microwave with chocolate breakfast was like the way people react to like real rage baiters. Yeah. But like, I'm not doing food waste. I'm fucking eating my nasty eggs. So 2 types of rage bait. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you've seen that. Don't forget she added butter. Oh my God. Ew. There was like giant sticks of butter. I gotta find that. Maybe I can. Maybe I'll show you all, because this is it's such good Halloween content. I don't know if TikTok's gonna let me do anything because I'm not signed in. It's gonna ask for my social insurance number. It doesn't think I'm human. All right, what do I even like search to find that? Halloween grill? Like, I don't even know what to search. If someone has that and you post it in Simply React, TikTok or a reel, I'll keep Simply React open. Halloween grill candy, maybe? I don't remember who made it. It's just like, this is TikTok these days. You just don't remember who makes anything. You're just like, I saw that. I have no idea who did that. But it was definitely like, had millions and millions of views. Halloween rage bait candy. Like, she wouldn't have called it rage bait. Yeah, I can't find it. If someone knows what I'm talking about, can you post it in Simply React for all of chat to see so I can share it? You watch her do a chili one? Oh my god. Did she touch the butter? Probably. Eggs and chocolate? Yes. In case you missed it, I made... Here, I'll give you mine. I'll give you my rage bait. That's not rage bait. It's real. Real bait. Not bait, just real. Real breakfast. That's me making cat food, not rage bait. Just Chad eat breakfast. It was this one. Hold on a second. We're making... There you go. This is my breakfast. Chocolate eggs for breakfast. It takes 2 minutes in the microwave. It's disgusting. Simply egg whites. No measurements, just vibes. The taste entirely depends on how good the protein powder tastes. I'm gonna make my classic chocolate eggs because that is the most unhinged. Rolled oats. This just gives it a little more heart, just a little bit. And last ingredient, chocolate oat milk. Just a little, and you're gonna mix it up. Every microwave is different. I do 1 minute at a time, and you can tell because guys, every microwave is different. The egg starts to expand and it looks like a cake. It didn't start to do that yet. You don't want it to be wet because that means it's still not cooked. So I'm gonna just flip it over so it'll cook evenly. It's a chocolate omelet. This is basically cake. There's just no flour. I'm just gonna do another minute. Baking with Simply. Requires no baking. Wow. Who wants breakfast? How easy was that? Would chat try my egg bake? 57% said yes. Really? Are you guys lying? Or are you just saying that to be nice? We're making chocolate eggs. And that is chocolate eggs. Okay, I think I got a link. I can't. Hold on. Oh, we found it. We found it. Hold on. Thank you. Oh, it's not showing me your name. H. Hold on. Hold on. Easy fall treat. Elaine. What the fuck? What is this? Like, this is real baking rage bait. Oh! Sweetened condensed milk. No! Why are you dancing with it? What is this, synchronized swimming? Why? No! It's also like the icing sugar peanut butter. What is the point of... What are you doing? Oh, she's blessing it. Okay. Blessed be the Halloween candy. Wait, is she talking?
1 pound bags of white chocolate, one 1 pound bag of milk chocolate. I've got about 2.5 cups of peanut butter, and I got 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk here. Now I'm just gonna close the lid on my Blackstone, and I'm gonna let this...
What is this? Is this a barbecue? Like, pardon my ignorance. What's a Blackstone? Like, that's like the name, the brand name. What is this? Is a barbecue without a grill? Like, I don't know. Her poor Blackstone? What is it? It's a barbecue? So is it just heating it up? Like, what are you grilling? Huh?
All right, y'all. It's been a couple more minutes. We're gonna start mixing. Ooh, look at the beautiful melted texture of all of this candy. This is so gorgeous. We are making such a sweet, easy Halloween treat here, y'all. This is gonna be so simple. Making candy, who knew you could do this?
so simple, not to clean. Also, can you just put these in a microwave? Like in a bowl?
I absolutely love candy corn, mallow treats. It's just incredible what you can do with them. And today we're going to be mixing this all together, and you're going to see it's going to create this beautiful and delicious special treat.
Like, you know she's trolling. She's like, it's going to be beautiful and delicious. And she's like, this is fucking nasty. Right? There's no way.
Perfect any time of year, but I like how easily you can do this with our candy corn and other Halloween ingredients. It's just
let me just whip out my Blackstone flat barbecue. Like, what?
Now we're just going to continue getting all of these melted to a flat texture, y'all. But we're almost there, and I'm going to show you what we're doing with this next. All right, y'all, look at this beautiful, beautiful texture. It's all mixed and combined.
Like melted chocolate.
Now what I'm going to do, I have this really fun pumpkin mold here. I'm just going to start grabbing this off of the grill with my ladle here.
Well,
and we're going to keep it moving with the ladle at the same time. This is a silicone, so luckily it's very heat resistant. And I'm just going to scoopy this all into my pumpkin here. This is going to be so delicious, so fabulous. How else would you make such a large portion that could fill this entire...
I don't know, Elaine. Who is this large portion for? Do you have 17 children? Are you a Duggar?
Is this not so cool or what? And you can adjust your proportions. You know, you can leave out the milk chocolate if you wanted to make this more orange, if you wanted to do a different color. But I think this is going to be really, really fabulous. Such a cool centerpiece for a Halloween party, for, you know, any sort of Halloween fall gathering with friends, family.
These are not your friends. No one should have, no one would be your friend.
Such a crowd pleaser. Alrighty, y'all. I'm gonna pop this in my fridge for 6 hours. Alrighty, y'all. We let this harden in our fridge. Our very cool pumpkin mold here. And we've got our fudge. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. And the fun thing about this...
Why is she talking to me like I'm the child? Oh my gosh, it's so cool, little Jimmy. Like, what? It doesn't look that cool. You know what actually did look cool and crazy was the initial part on the grill, right? Like that, I guess, is wild to look at. But like, what am I looking at? It doesn't look that cool. Elaine!
Is we are just going to take that, flip these over. I'm just going to use a little bit more of that Skippy peanut butter. And we are just going to use that as some spackle right in the center here to attach the two halves of...
Is that like the color of peanut butter in America? Why does it look off? Is it just this video?
Pumpkin! Look at this beautiful pumpkin piece we have. And I actually made a second little pumpkin because we had enough fudge with our total. So look at that. Oh my gosh, so festive.
Oh my gosh.
Now I've got a little bit of green icing here. So I'm just gonna go ahead.
Whipped cream? That exists?
Kind of add a little bit on top here to complete the look. Good. This icing's just getting started, so forgive its sounds. We're just gonna we've got a really cute leaf.
It's stale.
We've got the stem, and we'll do some other green foliage. What? Now, if you were to leave the milk chocolate out of your fudge here, I think it might have a more orange color, even though the original fudge recipe calls for the milk chocolate. So I think, you know, depending on what you want to do, that could be a really great idea.
Why are you putting green in his eyes?
Color by filling them in. Gorgeous.
Oh,
and of course, you could use hardening chocolate and dip these, kind of paint them on the outside, more orange color, and you could preserve this flavor. But I think these are absolutely beautiful, y'all. I'm so happy with how these turned out. And right now, I'm gonna keep them intact because they're gonna be beautiful on our table for the family get together. Y'all, you gotta try it.
Y'all, do we gotta try it? I think, you know what turned out beautiful? This right here, baby. 21 million views. 23,000 comments. From Kim, Lewis, Linda, Gloria, Lori, Everest, Jennifer, Shannon, Christy, Teresa, Stephanie. They were all very upset. She knows what she's doing, I know. Well, that's a good one. Should we do more react videos? This is kind of fun. I mean, okay, I don't want to, you know, just use people's content all the time. But this one is fair game, because what the fuck? This video is also way too long. Why was this 5 minutes? That ain't fudge, lady? I guess, I don't know what the definition of fudge is. Like, is fudge just like not chocolate and more sugar? Which is basically what she did. Now, I will say, like, the beginning of this, like, that looks fun. Like, whatever she's doing, I wanted to know, you know, like, it worked. But what you end up with is, like, what? Like, that's not a good payoff. I want just this visual, you know, the stripes. It looks interesting. Like, oh my God, what's going on? Y'all. This is a punishment recipe. Use it to fool your enemies into thinking they're getting a treat. Yeah. She could have made a pretty candy board. Yeah, maybe, yeah, that's what it is. Like, this gives me pretty candy board vibes, which I should make, but unironically, and actually people should eat it, and I won't overdo it and make too much. Anyways, great idea, y'all, for Halloween. Impress all of your friends. What? It's like troom. All right, we're still swatching, but how about here? I'm gonna do a quick pee out the tea, and I will BRB read some of the comments. Oh no, is it gonna let me? It's not gonna let me. I need to log into Facebook. Wait, will this work? Diabetes, anyone? You want ants? This is how you get ants. Or just put it in the microwave. That's what I said. Wait, she replied? What'd she say? That's always an option, Laura. Thanks for watching. Thanks. You can do that if you want. Don't need to comment. I kind of love that energy. I kind of love her response. Yep. Go ahead, fucking Laura. Like, go put it in the microwave then. Yes, Elaine. That's right. Diabetes, anyone? Wait, did she reply? Why is she replying? Does she have one of those bots that replies? Sugar is only one of the many factors that caused diabetes. Family history being the most important, and along with overall health. If you're a couch potato and eat poorly and consume a lot of sweets, then yeah, you're at risk. Thanks for watching, Monica. Why did she bother saying this? What a response. She said, okay, Monica, just don't be fucking lazy, and then you can eat my sweet treat, y'all. Is it? Like, at first I was like, oh, she's using one of those AI bots to reply, because that's fucking everywhere. you think creators are replying to you. They're not. They're using AI bots, unless it's me. That's always me. But the fact that it's misspelled "you're at risk" makes me think like that can't be AI, right? They know how to spell "your." So maybe she is fucking replying to everyone. Maybe this is like one of her first videos that go viral and she's like, oh my god, I need to reply to everyone. My stomach aches just from watching. JC, you're only supposed to eat a little bit at a time. Thanks for watching, JC. Girl, no one's stomach is actually aching from watching. They're just saying it as like an expression that like, if I were to eat this, it would hurt my stomach. And yeah, duh. Like she's like actually giving advice. Oh my god. All you did was make a mess out of a perfectly good Blackstone. Paul Jones, and it cleans right up and is still a perfectly good Blackstone. Paul, that's why they're so great. Thanks for watching. Bless your heart. I feel like I should send her that shade. Watching this angers me. I've always wanted a Blackstone. I'm learning things. Like I didn't know what a Blackstone was. So it's just a barbecue that's like flat. Could I make my egg bake on it? But I can't afford one. How much are they? It is easier to clean your Blackstone than a pan. Thanks for watching, Elizabeth. I don't think that's true, Elaine. How is it easier to clean this than like a small pan that you just throw in the sink? What? Hello? Okay. I gotta pee. I will be right back. I'll scroll so you can continue to read. I mean, you can't scroll, but I'll be right back. Oh my. Let's hope you get an ad for candy corn or a Blackstone. All right, Elaine. This is some good shit. And then you'll eat a piece of plastic. It looks like vomit. Why would you eat plastic? Is she saying she like left the bag? Thanks for the feedback, Margaret. Okay, the comments are more entertaining than the video. I mean, the video is pretty good. Kept waiting for her to pick out the bit. Oh, did I miss it? There was a bit of plastic. Got it off camera, Deb. Thanks for noticing. She did this while her husband was out of the house. He divorced her when he got home and saw. He was filming, Casey. It turned out great. Tasted like a Butterfinger fudge. Gotta try it. Wow. No, thank you. Not a fan of candy corn Bobby. I love how she always repeats the person's name, especially because on Facebook it already like repeats their name because you're like tagging them. Jess says Blackstones are $300 to $600 US depending on the features. Wow, it's a fancy barbecue. Diabetes is served. Let's see if she gave the same explanation if she's a doctor. Eating sweets is not the sole catalyst. Like even that's misspelled. Like SOLE is what I think you mean. Behind diabetes. Always, they should be enjoyed in moderation. Thanks for watching. Like, well, yeah, like we get it. You don't get diabetes from one time eating like this food. That's not a, like, yeah. Anyone saying this comment like knows that. I think she, like, what? Ay, ay, ay. The soul catalyst. My soul has a catalyst. She's doing rage baiting by misspelling. I don't think so. I think that's just how she spells. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, now you can make it for your friends and family, y'all. Just get a Blackstone. It's really easy to clean. All right, where were we? I gotta put these on a wheel. We have important swatch sticking to do. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. These ones are gonna go on the topper wheel. I know I have to label that, but I have to print one more time to get it to cut, but this Bon Voyage is gonna go on the limited edition wheel. Ooh. So these are all collections that were limited edition, not retired. I mean, also retired, but limited edition. So you could see the ones just before. We had Disco Cowboy, Holo Royalties collection. And we had David's Tea. Then we had the Mixed Emotions, 50-year thermals. Wow, that was already over a year ago. Oh my God, where's time? Holo Royalty and so on and so on. So I'm gonna add them here, but I do think I might need to start like a second ring because don't know how to open this without all of these falling off. So I think I'm just gonna have to carefully put some of them back on. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna pull that off. Oops, see, I said carefully. Or wait. Is there a hack to doing this? I think I'm being a dum-dum. You need rings with smaller hinges? Yeah, I do. Where do I get those? Amazon? What do I look for that? So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna stack it with the new stuff on top. And then I'm gonna add it like that. I don't know if this is gonna work. We'll find out very soon if this is a good idea or a very bad one. Because all the holes have got to line up. Replace the ring with a plumber chain? What's a plumber chain? Okay. Careful, we're doing surgery. Meredith! I did it! Oops. Yeah, let's fucking go. I did it! I could buy new rings. You're right. I should buy larger rings. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. How big is this? I think it's like, I think that's a 2-inch. Anyone have measuring tape? I guess I bought a pack of rings and they're all this size, so I've just been making more of these. I wonder if I can buy like a 4-inch ring. Yeah. Does nail polish lose its color or shine on the plastic ever? Great question, Alora. I haven't noticed it. And I've had swatch sticks for years, like multiple years. Now, I imagine storage is also a factor. Like if I left these outside in the sun, maybe you would. But these are just stored in a drawer in my basement, and the lights I use for stream don't seem to affect anything because they're all just like LED or whatever lights. So I haven't noticed anything. I also coat everything with Glossy Taco, which helps seal it in, so it'll keep it shiny or sparkly looking. But yeah, I think it remains how it came out of the bottle, generally speaking, once it's dried down on a swatch stick. Just like almost any dried paint would stay intact after you paint it and dry it. It's not gonna like fade or change colors unless maybe you expose it to sunlight or heat or something like that, right? Looks like a 2.5. Yeah, I do need to get larger rings. Larger rings can be too thick for the hole in the sticks. Good point. If anyone knows what rings to get for these standard sticks, let me know in Simply React. Okay, let's get the topper one. So here's the tacos. And let me just print the last magnetic taco. All right, what are you guys making for Halloween? I have ideas. Are they good? I don't know, but I want to make black charcuterie. It won't be all black. It'll be like black and red because like I need to have like, I don't know, tomatoes and peppers and whatever. But I think I'm going to try and get as much black stuff as I can. So like black salami, black truffle salami. Hopefully I can get that again. Black crackers, black olives. What else could go on a charcuterie board? Red's easy. But I think it would look really pretty. And I got a coffin charcuterie board. A coffin shaped. Very exciting. I also got really black cocoa powder, which I've shown you on past baking streams. So that's very excité. Here, let's put it beside crackle. Yeah, right here. Blackberries. Are those black enough though? That's what I'm not sure of. Because they kind of look purple. I mean, I guess that's fine. We can make an exception. Black grapes? Where do I get black grapes? I don't think I've ever seen those. Blackberries go well with cheese and bleed nice. Okay. All right. Well, as you can see, I've added magnetic taco over black as well as over white right here, which doesn't really look like as much, but I just like looking at all of our toppers like this. Stunning. Spending stream making some mini clay toadstools. I love aesthetic mushrooms during the autumn. That's cute. You know what's funny? My grandmother, R.I.P. One of them. Well, they're both R.I.P., but only one of them made mushrooms out of clay. She used to like do pottery. And her thing was mushrooms. Like, I don't know why. Maybe I do. Maybe it was the 70s. I don't know. But her thing was mushrooms, where she would like make little mushrooms and attach them to plates and bowls and candles. And it was just like became her like signature, I guess. And she would paint it, and usually it was like blue and white mushrooms. Yeah, anyways, so when you said that, I was like, oh my God, that's what my grandmother used to do. Not out of, well, yeah, out of clay. That's how you make pottery, right? It's clay. And then you bake it in a kiln, bake that shit for a minute. Yeah. All right. Feeling sparks. We're off to camping. Off the grid. Camping is next. Shooting Star Taco. Stacco. Shooting Star Taco, which I am wearing right now. Hee over top of Just Vamping, which is coming next. Surprise. Mushrooms are my thing too. That's so cute and specific. It is like she was heavily fixated on mushrooms. Very much. Stop bugging. So now I have some of her mushroom stuff. Feral Forest. Boom Toasted, which I am still wearing on my toes. And the ultrasound tech complimented me the other day. They were like, "Oh, I love your toenail color. Wait, what is it?" I'm like, "Oh, it's called Boom Toast." I never say like it's from my brand because I'm just like, I don't want this conversation while I'm getting healthcare. But I was just like, "Oh yeah, it's called Boom Toasted." She didn't ask the brand. Did you say just vampy? I said just vamping. Boom. Do you like my nails? Gee, thanks. Just got it. Just a little shooting star taco over top of just a little vamping. This hand's just one coat black. That's boring, I know. It's pretty boring for me. Okay, we gotta go back here for the stickies. Gorgeous. Thank you, silly. Some of you have already figured out everything about it, but that's fine. All is fair on the internet. Well, that's not a true statement, but in this game, fair. Oh, I forgot to write. I gotta write unmagnetized for some of these. So I'm gonna print those next because I like to add unmagnetized to my magnetics. So I have an easy what it looks like unmagnetized, which maybe some of you were wondering. We just didn't get a chance to do that on that stream on campings, but here we are. So that's these guys. Did I not? Where's Shooting Star? Oh, thank God. Okay, I did do Shooting Star. I just did throw over here. Off the grid, unmagnetized. How do you spell? There's no spell check. There's no spell check. Unmagnetized. Why is it small? There we go. What? I think that's the format I did, right? Maybe I should check. Yeah, that is what it. Unmagnetized. Why does that not look like a word anymore? Unmagnetized. Hello? Feeling sparks. What is spelling? The Soul Catalyst. It's a good band name. You got yours from Ulta and I love it. I suppose that yes, some people have got this nail polish early. That's just the way it worked out. Magnetics have become an obsession for me. You need more magnetics. Off the grid. I like magnetics. We're working on some for 2026. But also noting that like not everyone wants to do that. So I'm not gonna release them all the time, but sometimes. I think spring, like the camping, were really well received, so super happy about that. So this is a really long stick, or long sticker, so I gotta be careful here. Get it on straight. Perfect. Off the grid, unmagnetized. So So if you were wondering what that one looks like, it kind of looks nice. Like it only looks burgundy here. It's like it's more of a mauvey, like orchid, deep muted orchid. Hold on. So that's Off the Grid from the camping collection. Ooh, you do see the nice little like cyan sprinkle shimmer in there, you know, even when it's not magnetized, but it looks like a totally different polish. Like the impression is very different. This one's more like vintage fall edit in Vogue. You know what I mean? It's almost like a cool burgundy leather. Whereas that I do get more like nighttime shooting stars in the sky vibes. So that's if you just apply a magnetic polish without using the magnet, which you can do. So it's kind of like having two nail polishes in one. Feeling Sparks already has a notable fill line for me. I love the added flakes and magnetics. Thank you. Wow, so you must really love it if you can already see the fill line. You must have used it like at least 5 times on both hands. Magnetic polishes are cool, but I feel like it takes longer to get the effect right. You are absolutely correct. There is a learning curve to understanding how to do magnetics, especially with regular polish that uses air and time to dry. It's not instant. So yeah, and practice over time, you'll probably improve your technique. But even if you're good at it, it still takes longer to do magnetic nails than just painting your nails regularly. So doesn't matter how good you are, even like you're still gonna need to spend more time and attention. And yeah, not everyone wants to do that every manicure. Totally hear you. I don't want to do that every manicure either. Like, be straight up, be for real. Sometimes it's fun, but like I don't want to always paint my nails magnetic. My favorite thing to do still, and I'm literally not saying this, is like paint something that I like, a color, and then put on a different topper just because I want to see what it looks like. And that's very easy. That's like low effort as far as the skill required. But I think it's a high yield. What am I, a fucking investor? Yeah, like doing a topper or a combo doesn't take much skill or effort. It's just like one extra coat, whatever. But you get like something unique, something different, something new you're gonna learn. Like, oh, I want to see what this shimmer looks like over this, you know? And the value of that is great. Super Slime, I'm simply deceased at the idea of a black to gray thermal. Think we may get anything like that soon? Nope. It's not black to gray. Nope. No, but thanks for your comment, Super Slime. Y'all. Would you like some Halloween candy instead? Will we ever get an edited cut down for the pastel glitters launch? I'm sorry, Maya. No, because I just didn't finish and I can't do it anymore. Yeah. I think I am gonna have edits made for Halloween and for holiday for sure, because those are, I don't know, bigger, more big key moments, I guess. So I will put the effort in for those, but I have to prioritize, and I just personally don't have the bandwidth to execute on that for more streams than those right now. Wish I did, but to be clear, I do have an editor, but it's not that. Like, it, irrespective of that, I still need to go through, re-edit, add more things, add intro cards, add a thumbnail, upload, export. Like there is still more. So that's all. I'm sorry. But all shorts continue to be made. I know those aren't as long, but okay, I need another shooting star taco. Printed. The magnetic lines always fade for you, NJ, and I wait 2 minutes. I think different people, like for sure there's tips and tricks. Yeah, holding it for as long as possible is helpful. Magnetizing on the glossy taco is also really key because that's when the polish is like more starting to lock in. So make sure you are magnetizing even when you're just painting the top coat layer. There will always be a little bit of dispersion of the magnetic pigments. Like no, even if you hold it for like 5 whole minutes and like the polish is dry, regular polish will disperse a little bit. Like you're gonna see a bit of it. But yeah, I mean, you should still see enough that, you know, it looks kind of like this. You can make decals. That's a good hack if that's a skill you want to practice. So like painting the magnetic polish on a mat, like this no mess mat, and then you just put the magnet underneath the mat, and when you paint over it, it'll keep the line because this is like super thin, right? So the magnet's just going through this, and then you just let it dry on the mat, and you come back the next day, peel up the polish, cut it out, and stick it on your finger. Like put a base coat down or whatever, and then stick it on. It does take effort to like cut it out and make it look perfect, but that is one way I've seen people get like a super sharp line if that's the look you're going for. Super slime. I'm simply deceased. Again? How many times? At the idea of a black to green thermal. Stop repeating the question. Think we may be getting anything like that soon? Nope. It's not black to green. Thank you for your super chat, though. Okay, you need to stop. No more paying money to guess. I will invalidate all future orders will be invalidated. Y'all, Elaine, Leak Week starts in 2 days. Relax. Listen to Brittany. Wait, what? Fire me. I shouldn't name a shade. Like, fire me. Try me. Fire me. I'm fired. I don't know what collection that would be in. The Office Collection Part 2. All right, here are all the camping shades. Let's load them up on the wheel. So for this one, I'm actually gonna divorce them, which I know is crazy. So Shooting Star Tacos, just gonna go on our topper wheel because that's where it makes sense. And let's put it beside, where is Garden Party? How come I don't have a white Garden Party? Oh my God, I'm fired. Let's put it here. I don't think I made it on white. So we have that. And I'm gonna put, yeah, Shooting Star beside Garden Party. I will show you in a sec. because those two are like similar in vibes. Garden Party Taco and then Shooting Star Taco. So cute. I like our little heart glitters. Heart glitters. Wow, what? I mean, they're not hearts, Simply. They're flowers and stars. Oh my god, I can't speak. Anyways, these are really cute. The magnetics, I'm gonna put on our, I know, very small magnetic wheel that I still didn't add the cats to. I realize that, but because I have painted Feeling Sparks and Off the Grid magnetized and unmagnetized, I'm just gonna throw them on. But I do need to add the cats, and I don't know why I don't have them on here. I think it's because I only put them on the limited edition wheel. But then they were restocked, so. And then Cool Cat Mom came back because you voted for her, so. This is an incomplete magnetic wheel. But here's camping. Wow. And now the rest of camping, I can throw them on wherever I want, I think. Like, we've got mixed kind of formulas things going on here. Now, where did I put Devil's Advocate? That's a good question, because that's where I should add Feral Forest. See, I didn't put it in here with the rest of Dark Academia, so... because that's a formula maybe we're building. Maybe. Here's Devil's Advocate. Okay, I put it with Milky White Shimmer, because, like, they're kind of close, even though one has Shimmer. Okay, this is, like, Corelli's. Yeah, so I will add Feral Forest to that one. Right? Because these are the slightly translucent, where you would see light through the tips if you put light underneath. And then maybe we're also gonna add this purple. So now we have dark blackened oxblood, we have a dark forest green, and we have a purple. And Boom Toasted is like Wanderlust formula-wise, but that doesn't really have a place on here. I think like this wheel is where I'll put it. This is like kind of mixed stuff. Like I had the birthstones on here, so I think just throwing these on here is what makes sense. Yeah. So let's just throw them on here. It is like at this point, I'm absolutely just like, there's no point in me trying to make a wheel for every formula, because like what even formula is this? There's too much complexity going on, so it's not worth the mental fight to try and do that. That's the same thing with the website. Like, no, like I can't just make a wheel just for this very specific micro metallic foil flake. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, it's not happening. But, you know, we can at least load up kind of like uniques, I guess. Although these kind of had a pattern. The Underglow Rock Candy. Yeah. Formula overlap is too powerful. Ulta spoiled the purple on their website. Who approved this? A wheel of just one swatch, right? Like, yeah. Like Nature Calls would be on its own, but maybe Curfew Crasher can come too, but that's it. Like, yeah, so there's just no point in doing that when we do more undefined formulas that are just kind of in the middle of something. Like Vacation's another good example of like, I don't know what formula is late checkout. I guess there's reflective in it, but there's also shimmer. And Private Villa, what's that? Is that iridescent? Reflective? Jelly? It's all three. Okay. Now we have Holo Renaissance. We are catching up, chat. Catching up with chat. I've heard about when you put up your Halloween decorations. And, you know, your thoughts on Elaine's interesting Halloween concoction on her barbecue. I have an empty one. I gotta paint the next collection, actually. So let's go ahead and get these off Cardinal Sins. Show you my screen here, brother. Cardinal Sins, Vine to Table. How have you guys been liking the Holo Renaissance crushed hollows now that you probably have them? Smalt of the Earth. Are they the Smalt of the Earth? I find these crushed hollows, maybe it's because like they're darker. They're just so easy to apply. Like just slap on 2 coats, done. Like never, like there's like no like kind of missing spots where I want to go back. You love them? I just put on Vine to Table and I'm in love. That and Venetian Views are like my favorite colors. Venetian Views from this collection. The teal and the like deep orchid magenta. Ugh, I just love those together. I'm biasing the data, but those colors I think just suit me or my preference in clothing anyways. Love them. Wearing Nightlife and Far From the Tree right now. Oh, I forgot to print Far From the Tree. Far From the Tree. Far From the Tree is elite. She is a baddie. I adore them. So easy to work with. Thank you. Yeah. They dry so quickly too. They're my pick if I'm short on time. I love, like, crushed hollows has always been such a good one for us for that reason too. No. No. What in the Sephora? I'm out of tape. Black on clear. Is this the right one? I think so. And another one. It's either Sephora or I'm going to jail. One or the others. All right, here's a new tape. I gotta make sure this is like the right tape. Autumn. My scoliosis is getting so bad that I can't paint my toes. My fiance kindly painted them for me and did amazing wearing smalt. Good job, fiance. Shouts out. Okay, I'm just making sure this is the exact same tape. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you. I haven't painted my toes in like a couple months. I'm still wearing Boom Toasted from when I went to a wedding. I do find it harder to paint my toes though, now with my leg problems. Just on the one side. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe I should make Ben paint my toes for me. Okay, we gotta reprint Far From the Tree and Small to the Earth and Nightlife. New stream idea. Ben paints my toes because I have sciatica. You're doing an unintentional year-long toe nail polish experiment? That's so fun, amateur nail art. Let us know. Do you get to 364 days like I did? Okay. We have recovered. I think we're good here. We'll see. Old tape. Wiki Feet would go crazy for that. I don't care. Like, I like will put my toes on Snapchat and like not really think about it. Like I literally posted I was getting a leg ultrasound. My leg is pregnant. I'm just kidding. There is no baby in my leg. Confirmed. Yes, we did confirm that by ultrasound. But I had an ultrasound on my leg the other day, and yeah, I got a lot of replies like for free because you could see my foot, or that my foot was really flat. They also ultrasounded my foot too, which is a weird ass feeling. But yeah, ultrasounds are for more things than just babies. I listened to my veins. Like, it was weird. Like, she was playing the audio, I guess. I don't know anything about imaging. Obviously, I'm not a tech. But, like, they take, like, the gel and the ultrasound, just like everyone's seen or had done if you've ever had a baby. But, I don't frequently get ultrasounds, so, like, it's kind of like, whoa, what's going on for me, right? But, like, I could hear my veins. It was like, it sounded like a heartbeat. I'm just like, what the fuck? Who's the father? Like, it's strange for someone who's not used to that. Congratulations to your leg. Thank you. Good news. I don't have a blood clot in my DVT. Basically, the ultrasound is just to rule out that I don't have a blood clot that might imminently kill me. Which no one thought was the case anyways, but like it's part of their elimination. They have to do that in order to refer you to the next thing. Then you have to like, okay, well, we need to make sure there's not a blood clot in your leg. And I'm like, okay, I probably don't have a blood clot on my leg, but let's prove it anyways. I had my neck ultrasounded a few months ago to check my thyroid. It was so weird. Yeah, it is. It's weird. It's jelly, and it was like fucking everywhere. The like goo. I do not like the goo. Oh, am I missing cardinal sins? No, there it is. You got an ultrasound on your neck earlier. Turns out you weren't pregnant either. I know, wild. If you had a blood clot, you'd be falling down exhausted, unable to breathe. Yeah, I don't think any of my doctors like thought that, but they require proving there is no blood clot in the leg that is having nerve problems and injury problems to rule out that that's what it is. Because if that's what it was, then there's a more serious immediate intervention. But they have to prove that it's not that, and I can be like, I know it's not fucking that. I can tell you my nerves just don't work, and it's not because of a blood clot. But whatever. So now I move on to the next steps, and I think they're gonna like stab me with needles. Anyone done that? Not electroshock therapy. It's like electromyography, I think. Where they like prick you with needles to like determine that your nerves suck, I guess. And I asked the doctor, I'm like, so the point of that is what? Just to prove that like the nerves aren't firing properly and like we already know this? And she's like, yeah, basically. And I was like, oh, okay, great. So I'll just go through the discomfort. No, it's not acupuncture. It's not a treatment. It's a diagnostic test that I think they can only do at hospitals. So I'm probably gonna wait a fucking year for it. It's to prove your nerves suck. Yeah, that's what I had. Girl, that hurts. No. Yeah, the doctor did warn me, and I'm just like, great. So what are we gonna learn from this? Like, I know my nerves suck. Pregnancy is not the sole catalyst for an ultrasound. That's a good one. Cupcakes rock. They're just doing it for fun. Yeah. I was having sciatica symptoms for years, and turns out I have ankylosing spondylitis. Guess what? Me too. But that also might be separate from my nerve problems, apparently. So who knows? Yeah, doctors are just like, let's just do a bunch of tests because it's a good time. No, that's not true in our healthcare system because you have to wait 8 million years. So there's like no point. I actually just ended up paying because the appointment they gave me for an ultrasound was in 2026. And if I'm trying to rule out a life-threatening blood clot, I don't know. I kind of just didn't want to wait. So I was like, okay, guess I'm going to Quebec. So that's what I decided to do this time around instead of waiting. I've done both. I've waited 8 months for an MRI that was free, and I've paid $250 for an X-ray or an ultrasound that I got the next day. So MRIs are way more expensive than an ultrasound. So, yep. But yeah, I did get an appointment for my free ultrasound. It's in 2026. And I was like, I can't wait that long to like move forward with resolving my terrible leg nerve injury problems. Like, I'm just not doing it anymore. Yeah. I had an emergency and accidentally kicked my doctor. Oh, sorry. EMG. I thought you said emergency. Oh my God. What if I kick my doctor? I might. If they fucking fuck me up with their nerve studies. I'm definitely scared for that nerve thing, but it's probably not going to be for a long time because I am going to go through the hospital, Ottawa, or not Ottawa, but public health. So it'll probably be in several months, but I'm supposed to hear from a more remote hospital about if I could go there instead sooner. So I don't know. And I already did get that MRI. It just took 8 months. And I was on the cancellation list. Yeah. But I did get my MRI after all of that. I've had MRIs, X-rays, ultrasounds, and now they got to stab me with needles. And I'm just like, okay, love this for me. Crushed hollows. I love our transitions. Crushed hollows. They go on this wheel because Holo Barista's here. Stunning. Okay, I'm gonna add them right beside Holo Barista. I love having rare genetic diseases. Yes, chat. Amateur nail art. Currently wearing Nightlife with magnetic taco. Ooh, silver on silver. I love that. Getting the crushed hollow collection has me wanting to repaint my toes. I'm thinking vine to table. I love these like deep jewel tones on toes. Stunning. I kind of want to repaint my toes, but my leg is too annoyed with me right now, so it's gonna have to wait. I'm gonna put these on this side. Nerve collection, drop one. Yeah. You're on my nerves. It could be a fun little twist. Shooting leg pain. Electromyography. We need more shade names. MR Iris. Okay, that's a good one. All right, let's take a look. Ooh. Nerve alert. Oh, that's cute. I like that. It's like nerd alert. Okay, crushed hollows. Well, this is Holo Barista with, ooh, the new Holo Renaissance. Right in there. Love it. Fancy sciatica. Autoimmune autumn. Just unpinched a nerve. Wait, how did you get it unpinched? That had been pinched 9 years and medical doctors were no help. Because you found a chiropractor? Yeah, chiropractor did. I've had 2 different chiropractors. I'd try anything, honestly. I'm too desperate. But like one of them made it worse, and that doesn't mean that's the same for everyone. It really is obviously so just subjective. One thing one chiropractor did felt good, and a different thing the same chiropractor did not feel good. And then a different chiropractor, it just wasn't doing anything. I'm like, how is that gonna do anything? Like, and it didn't do anything. Like, whatever. Sometimes it works for some people, but I will fucking try anything. Yeah. One thing that has actually helped me is physio, personally. But that, I don't just mean going into the office for physio, although that mentally like can kind of help you think you're doing something. But doing their homework, my assigned homework, nerve gliding, nerve flossing specifically, which is a technique used for trying to avoid getting another sciatic episode, which you don't need to worry about if you've never heard the word sciatica and don't have it. I actually think that has made a difference, doing that every day and incorporating that in my like wake up workout routine. Because the problems with my 36-year-old body is they get worse if I'm doing nothing. Yeah. So like I actually shouldn't do nothing. Like my spine will freeze up and get worse if all I do is lie around all day. Like it literally, I'm in more pain when I wake up in the morning because I was just lying down for 8 hours. So I feel so much better the second I get up, stretch, at least walk. You know? Crazy. Yeah, it sounds like that doesn't make sense. You're like, why? But it is true for certain people. So if that's you, maybe ask your doctor about why that happens, because that's not normal. Y'all don't do your homework at the physio? Oh, I think some people like end up not doing it, but I don't know. I'm sure there's like a statistic on this. I mean, sometimes you'll read like physio reviews and people are just like, I tried this thing and he did nothing. And it's like, well, I don't know if you were doing your homework for several months and actually followed every single rep the number of times a week they tell you to do it. So, you know, some people just don't want to do that. But don't blame your physio if it's not working. Chiro's different unless they're prescribing you exercises. But if you're just talking about the adjustment they make, then you really are just evaluating how you feel or what occurred during the adjustment, or you know, how you're mobile afterwards. You're worried you have it with your, I can't say the word, psoriatic arthritis? I'm scared. Just ask your doctors. Ask your doctors. But remember, kids and babies, don't take Tylenol. Whatever you do, okay? Your back hurts, don't do it. It's not worth it. There's nothing to lose. Just be in pain, ladies. Just be in pain. What's the big deal? I can't stop making this stupid joke. Just stay in pain, Elaine. I'm gonna throw some Tylenol on that grill. Just tough it out and eat some candy corn, okay? Whatever. I've always preferred ibuprofen anyways. Honestly, me too though. Like, what did Tylenol do to him? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, did he like take Tylenol as a kid and throw up or something? Like, damn, you really got it out. No, it's probably more complicated than that. It's probably more like there's some sneaky stock things going on. But that's just a theory. Yeah, okay. Do we like acetaminophen or ibuprofen? Should we do a poll? This is not medical advice. I just want to know what over-the-counter thing you take. Over the counter or off the counter? On the counter. Fuck, which one is it? I always mix this up. Which one? Ibuprofen. Fuck. How do I spell it? Ibuprofen. Acetaminophen. Or wait, the other one's naproxen, which is Aleve, for example. But there's other brands. Over the counter. That's what I meant. Yeah. All of these are available without prescription, at least where I live. None of these are prescription drugs. Just, you know, be careful out there. Tylenol, don't take it. How about both? Yeah. We've strayed so far from nail polish. Where is our, where's procrastination? Our medical director. Aleve does nothing for me? Really? I find Aleve really works for me when I have period cramps. Then I go to Aleve. But it's interesting that like different things work differently for different people, right? You just gotta figure it out. Naproxen is prescription only in the UK. Really? Oh, damn. So is ibuprofen over 400 milligrams? I don't know what milligrams my Advil is. I think it's 400. Yeah. Can't believe what you're asking us what drugs we take. We're canceled. We're all canceled. I know. Wait till I ask you what illegal drugs you take. Midol. I remember Midol. It's like not as popular for some reason. I've personally found that like Tylenol or acetaminophen like just doesn't really do anything, so I don't really take it. But maybe like I could try again, you know, like sometimes you're just like, am I really sure? I don't know, maybe I should try. I feel like the rhetoric of it in the news actually makes me want to try it again. Anyone else? I'm kind of like, I kind of want to remember. Does it work for me? I don't know. Obviously I'm not gonna take it unless I need it, but when I do feel like the next time, maybe I'll give it a good try, you know? I have been told by my doctors, plural, to take anti-inflammatories because I am an inflamed person. My eyes are always inflamed. My joints are inflamed. My mood is inflamed. So I'm supposed to control some of that. I mean, it doesn't really do that much. Like, you know, it's not like gonna change my eyes, but whatever. They're like, just try it. Gotta get on that turmeric. I'm on that too, and I don't think it's done anything. I've been on turmeric for a couple months. Tried ginger too. I've tried like, you know, natural things as well in addition to drugs. Have to be careful as I'm on anticoagulants. That's such a cool word. NSAIDs can help with inflammation. Tylenol just blocks nerve signals to the brain. Maybe that's what I should take for my leg. Okay, last question. Which one? Ibuprofen, 62%. Damn, Advil's winning in chat. 26%. Tylenol's losing. What a loser. That's right, don't take it. 26% taking Tylenol. Don't do it. Just tough it out. You'll be fine. 13% take naproxen. I think that's like more of a rare one. Yeah. Yeah, I still prefer ibuprofen too. You guys are right. This is not medical advice. Yeah, we're all just sick in the head. And in the spine. In the back. In all sorts of ways, you know? But we're just in this together, toughing it out. What's happening? Nothing. We're just, you know, liaising. This is an episode of Grey's Anatomy, actually. We're just all dealing with the pain. Ah, the pain of life. But, you know, sometimes we can find a good time in all the times. Have you tried gabapentin for your leg? Nope. I don't think anyone's mentioned that to me. But my cat's on gabapentin. I don't have the sciatic shooting nerve pain anymore. That was just at the beginning of the sciatica. I have residual nerve damage, I think. And it's like tingly and uncomfortable. And I feel my foot differently than my other foot, to the point that I've like almost broken my toe twice now. Or my foot. It wasn't broken, but so it's like a neurological thing, I think. But they have to do a bunch of other bullshit to like be like, okay, now we can proceed to the next level. If I'm autistic and take Tylenol, will I get super autism? I don't know. You should ask Donald Trump. I'm sure he is a medical expert. Will I die? Who knows? I'm sure Trump has the answers. He has a medical degree. I know. I'm just like, wow, damn. That's crazy, sir. That's crazy. Crazy. What is this universe? What is this timeline we're living in? Ay. Don't break your toes. I didn't mean to. Like, I can't feel them. There's literally another bruise in my middle toe for unexplained reasons. Like, I don't know what's happening. How do you know when it's sciatica? You ask your doctor and they'll tell you. I don't know. They'll probably ask you about family history too. Like, I do have family history of sciatica. But you can get it for all different reasons. Like, you can get it from a sports injury and unrelated to like genetic autoimmune disorders. So yeah, you can't walk. Yeah. But that's just for the people who are just like curious and just interested. For me, and I think most people, it's most of the time like you get a shooting nerve pain, but it slowly goes down, and then you can manage to walk or move around. Every timeline might be different. For me, it was like it's like 6 days later. Some people that shooting lasts longer, and some people that shooting keeps coming back. For me, I had the shoot, and then it was like slowly, and now it's not shooting, but I have other weird nerve problems. And I just need to make sure that I don't reshoot it by further pinching harder on the nerve. But from what I've been told, my nerve at the top of my back, which is what goes down your leg, is still pinched somehow, or a little bit, just a little bit, because that's why I don't have the same nerve feelings in my calf and under my foot, because that is connected to the nerve that goes all the way up your back. So like there's still nerve pinch or damage or something, but it is not actually a sciatic episode right now. I don't know, but it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like my other leg, which just feels normal. Must be all the Tylenol. Yeah. I'm still able to do things. Like, those of you who are like, but you work out in the gym. Like, yeah, I mean, I work through it, and I just can't do as much with that leg. And sometimes I don't do the single leg things on one side, or I just cheat at it a little bit. Or I do things where I can plant the foot way more firmly, and then I can still push through. But it is trickier to engage the muscles when your nerves are kind of fucky. And one doctor like compared both my calves and was like, oh yeah, I see more muscle on the right side for sure. And then I was like, oh. She just called my left calf weak. But like, I literally can't control it. It's a very strange feeling that I would like to fix, but I don't know. All right. Can we, a real question. Simply high pain tolerance. I think I have a high pain tolerance. I think that's why I've almost broken my foot twice. and I just didn't realize. Or maybe it's because the nerves aren't working, so I literally can't tell. I'm a mess. Can we look at the glitter polishes in the swatch wheel? Yes, here. They're right here. That wheel looks so pretty. This is a very pretty wheel. Okay. Wow. Here. These are all the glitters. Adding Pixel Perfect was so wonderful. Because, like, that was a huge gap. That, like, medium to pastel toned. Just give me all the colors. Basically got a rainbow out of that. Pretty. There's a lot of, like, neutral glitters that we have. Even Bite My Peach. Like, I really like Bite My Peach. It's, like, just such a nice, like, you know, it's more of a color than a neutral. I get that. But I just think it's, like, such a nice, like, spring glitter. Springy glitter. Oh, wait. We have a medical expert. Orthopedic x-ray tech here. Oh, my God. Can I access your services? Sciatica typically shows up one left or right side of your low back. Yep. And the tingling sensation will go down the leg that is associated with the affected side. Yes. Yeah, it's usually just one leg, right? That's what I was told. But then they'll ask you questions like, can you go to the bathroom and do you have control of like your bowels? And if you don't have control of that, then like you got to go to the hospital probably. There's like more serious things. Because like you can have that shooting nerve pain and it mean other things. But if it's not that and you have full control, every doctor's like asked me this. Like I'm like, yeah, everything's fine there. Then it's, yeah, then they go down the path of like, okay, let's go to physio, blah, 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 blah. We want more bright glitter. I just gave you Pixel Perfect. Oh my God. 7 polishes away from 300 Holo Taco. Oh my God, that's right. Damn. All right, well, speaking of legs, maybe I should move mine. My watch told me to stand a couple times and I ignored it. Standing is good for the 30% of you who have had sciatica. Yeah, we did this poll once. Or no, I think we did, do you know what it is, or just someone in your family have it? I think that's what it was. It wasn't 30% of you have sciatica. That did be crazy. Wait, should I do that? Just to get the data. Oops, not a members only live stream. That's tomorrow. Here. Sciatica? I'm just curious. Yes, I've had it or have it. I don't really know. Some people, they say you just have it forever and you have to like manage it. Whatever. Someone I know has it. Nope. There. Honestly, just like getting older is the problem here. I think, you know, statistically, we've all aged 10 years since first being on Simplynailogical. And I think these problems have increased over time. Just a guess. I'm not a doctor, but... but yeah, as far as standing goes, I literally first got sciatica after I was in a car for 8 hours, basically straight, because my grandmother, I'm blaming my dead grandmother here. My grandmother was in the hospital, so we drove down to Toronto, and it takes like 4 to 5 hours to get there. We saw her in the hospital, and then we literally drove back. So that was 8 hours in one day of sitting. And while you're like, well, Christine, you work at a desk. Yeah, but I get up every hour at minimum. Like, I don't know, just to make tea, go pee. Like, I move around. So sitting in a car and like barely getting up is actually bad for someone with sciatica or on the verge of getting that nerve pinch. Like, sitting is bad. Don't do it. Don't sit. Standing or lying down is much better. But I think that's what triggered it. Obviously, like, it was close to being pinched, I guess. But it was the next day after sitting in the car for 8 hours. So, you know, all the medical professionals were like, yeah, that probably did you in. Don't do that again. I was like, okay, guess we're stopping at every gas station next time I drive. What is sciatica in the first place? It's just a pinched nerve, usually on your lower spine. Is it always lower? I think so, right? Sciatica? You can have a pinched nerve anywhere, I guess, up your spine, but what causes the shooting down your leg, you want to rip your leg off kind of pain, is your lower spine. There's a pinch. The nerve gets pinched by your disc plates, and then it goes down your leg, and you're like, oh my God. Yeah. And it can happen for a bunch of reasons, like an injury, but also autoimmune disorders can do that to you. But it could be both. And I don't know. Sometimes sitting can just do you in. Sitting is bad. Don't do it. Like I said. Okay, let's close this poll. Sciatica, 31%. Oh shit, I was right. That it was 30% of you. Isn't that crazy? Like, that's so sad for all of us that 30% of us have had shooting nerve pain down one leg. It is awful. I do not wish that upon my worst enemies. Unlike other people who wish the worst for their enemies. But that's crazy. Like, 1 in 3, damn. 22% know someone, and 48% are like, I'm just happy here with 2 wonderful legs, I guess. I'm just kidding. Maybe you have other problems. I know. Everyone has different problems. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, we're nerve pain besties. Time for a cure. There just isn't really like an easy cure for sciatica. There's like management, basically. That's what I was told. Or if you get to the next level of the game, then maybe some people do get their like nerve discs fucked around with in surgery. Like, there is that, but no one's gonna tell you to do that when you first get sciatica. They'll put you through a bunch of shit first. That's what's happening to me, basically. I've had it for a year. It was last October. I very vividly remember. But now I think I'm finally moving to the next level, and they're gonna do like nerve tests, and I don't know. I have no idea if this will end in like a surgical recommendation. I don't know if they think I'm bad enough to need it. You know what I mean? Because they'll be like, you can still like walk and everything looks fine. So I have no idea. And that's what's hard to like really know. I'm like, should I like what? I don't know. I would really like my leg to just work normally, like, to be honest. And if there is something I can do to like make that happen, then I want to do it. But I need to understand. And I don't even think I fully understand, like, if it's normal what I have, will it heal with more time? Have I waited long enough? Is a year like kind of like, okay, maybe I need more help than just physio? I don't know. You're 8 years in? Yep. I prefer labor pain because it's temporary sciatica pain, right? Yes, I have heard that sometimes pregnancy can cause sciatica because like the baby's pushing on your nerve. You know, just don't give that baby Tylenol for sure. Tough it out. All right. With that, let's close it out. I'm gonna go walk around, use my legs, and we'll see you guys back here on Wednesday for continued cozy gaming, whisper of the house, and then maybe next Saturday we'll have something spooky to share and talk about. Maybe you should check your emails on the weekend. Don't be scared. Have a great, wonderful rest of your week, and see Menchie Gang tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Boo.